Happy holidays and happy Christmas Eve, my fellow Chibits. Today is Tokyo Ghoul chapter 11. And so this chapter has one of the main things, like two main things really go down in this chapter that really makes my hype inside and my inner fanboy just want to burst out of my chest on this great day. Shuu. We finally get a panel with Shuu. But when I saw that panel, when I saw Shuu in this chapter, right at the end, when you see him grab Kaneki's boxers, I actually was kind of very sad. I was very fucking sad, because if you looked at Shu's face, his face looked like his lover or his family has been butchered in front of his eyes. His entire demeanor and face, just one panel alone, explains Shu's situation and how he's truly felt in these past 3 years. To see Shuu in that state makes me really, really sad. So I don't know what to say, man. That final panel, man, of this chapter, when you see Shuu, just, like, you see the depression in his face. Like, you see his eyes and all that. It's just his depression is there. And to see now that maybe he's going to find out that Kaneki is back, I wonder exactly what Shuu is going to do. Because we do know he's crazy for Kaneki. And when he finds out he's alive or someone's closer to him, he's definitely going to charge over there and do something rather insane to get that delicious item, as, you know, we know how Shuu is. So we'll have to see exactly where that goes. Now, besides the overall ending final panel of this chapter, we have a lot of different setup going on for the majority of this chapter for the Nutcracker. Now, before I dive into that, I actually want to say something real quick. Next week's chapter will be on break, so we will not be getting any chapter this weekend. Supposedly, I've been hearing that it's going to be a double issue this week, and we're not going to have any chapters for Tokyo Ghoul this upcoming weekend. So don't expect a chapter this weekend until next weekend, because, you know, it's Christmas and, you know, Jump is technically on break at the moment. So just letting you all know that right quick. So anyways, diving back into this chapter, one thing I do want to talk about is definitely Juzo. Now, I'm going to say, I love the happy-go-lucky moments. That is something that we barely get to see in Tokyo Ghoul, because there's so much tragedy set up, and you can always find something very sad from a chapter if you look really closely. For instance, Shuu, he definitely has that other side of tragedy to this chapter. I mean, you have all this happy moments going on in this chapter, but then you see, you know, Shuu at the end of this chapter, and, you know, it's tragic. Ishida usually likes doing this. He loves having some, you know, contrast between some nice, good, happy-go-lucky feels moments to, you know, a tragedy and depressing segment of the chapter. And so, the big thing you can also think, though, is that from this, okay, Juzo actually can walk, which had me by surprise. It seems like his leg, that, you know, what happened 3 years ago with the owl, it's surprising to see how Juzo's able to walk that good in just 3 years. So I'm really happy Juzo's not affected by his leg, because clearly in this chapter, Ishida made it to where we could really notice that he was hopscotching. Like, he was just hopping around and enjoying his legs. So he made it look like, you know, Juzo's legs weren't really that bad at this moment in this chapter. So I really want to see him fight. I really, really want to see Juzo fight now, because if his leg is healed after these 3 years of getting, you know, a lot better, definitely he's probably improved in these 3 years, and he's probably going to have this past trauma with the Nutcracker reawaken when he fights, or when he sees this person face to face. Juzo is going to wreck that Nutcracker so freaking hard. Oh my god. The amount of wreck that's going to happen. Like, just, dude. Oh, shit. So, one thing though. Besides that, we have to where Kaneki and Juzo have their, like, little meeting in this chapter, and that took me by surprise. Like, I woke up soon as this chapter, like, I woke up and read this chapter as soon as I woke up. As soon as I saw it, I was like half asleep, I was like, eee. And when I saw it, I saw Juzo grab candy out of Kaneki's fucking pockets. He's like, yay! Oh my god, that shit is great. That shit is too damn good. Like, seriously. Kaneki and Juzo, they are meant for each other. Like, Juzo's getting fucking candy out of Kaneki's fucking pockets, dude. And he runs out, he's like, yay! Oh my god, that just, Juzo, man, you're just a fucking beast. Juzo, you are a fucking beast. Like, dude. I love this series so much, man. So, overall, other things I want to talk about. We find out that Urei is actually trying to get a paper signed from Kaneki. For instance, Kaneki has to sign this paper to approve that Urei can get his, like, frame upgraded. Now, the thing is, Urei is definitely not telling the whole story. We do know Urei is a liar. He's already been described as a liar, the way he's, you know, lied to Psycho and all that, or Cookie-chan. He's pretty much lied a lot, and I highly doubt that the paper that he's trying to ask, you know, Kaneki to sign is definitely the right method at the moment. Maybe the doctor gave it to him and told, you know, Urei to tell Kaneki something, like tell him like how your current RC levels are and stuff like that. Something bad is eventually going to go down. As I've already stated, a lot of us have already stated, Urei wanting to upgrade his RC cells and make it, you know, go to the next frame and, you know, upgrade his Kagune and stuff like that. That is going to cause a major issue in the future to where most likely he will turn into a full ghoul, like, you know, Kaneki, like a half ghoul, and he will eventually have to eat humans. And I can see it to where Urei goes evil because of this. So it's getting more and more apparent by the chapter as it sets up. Urei is just becoming either a knockoff Kaneki, he's wanting to become just like Kaneki, or he is going to get his ass handed to him by Kaneki and he's going to get a nice good improvement with his personality, or he is going to become a villain. Either way. And you know what would be really fucked up? Is if Shuu's introduction, like if he comes back, and he sees, you know, Urei, since technically Urei must be an exquisite taste to Shuu, because we do know Shuu likes half ghouls because of the smell and odor and stuff. What if he, you know, saw Urei, and Urei had, like, a really good smell to Shuu, and Shuu's like, oh, you remind me of Kaneki, and he fucking eats Urei. Like, dude, that would be fucked up on so many levels. I mean, imagine if Shuu actually did something like that, ate Urei. Oh, dude, that would be fucked up. Oh, you know what the sad thing is? I could see Shuu doing something like that. I really can. So, anyways, that's pretty much the chapter of Tokyo Ghoul Re this week of, you know, it was a really good chapter. It was a really, really damn good chapter, and I can't wait for next week, or technically the week after that, because, you know, we have a break this week because of chapters. Tell me your thoughts. I love you all so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.